Hi, Dr. Paul Haider here, Master Herbalist. Well, what do you think this is? Well, it's black, very fine ground. Has a sooty kind of smell to it. Well, this is activated charcoal, usually made from burning, usually coconut husks into total combustion, and it's a medical grade and can be used orally and topically also. And it is amazingly healing. I think even the Gerson Institute uses it, and it's great for the GI tract if you've got, you know, ate something and it didn't agree with you, and you need something to absorb those toxins. Taking a little, capsules of activated charcoal or tablets or even a powder like this will do a great job. It can also be combined with like slippery elm and marshmallow root, which will help soothe the GI tract at the same time. It gets rid of those toxins that are building up in your body, especially if you live in this toxic world that we live in right now. It's a really good thing to do to get rid of some of those toxins in our body on a regular basis. I really think so. And it's a great antidote for poisons, and it's a universal antidote for poisons. If somebody drinks something accidentally and you want to get rid of that, it'll absorb all that stuff up and take care of it. It's wonderful for nausea and vomiting and colic, and also works well for diarrhea. Kind of stop the diarrhea. Good for acid reflux. If you have a lot of acid reflux, it even helps with bad breath. So if you have constant bad breath, you might try a little uh, activated charcoal. Yeah, it's also good for gas. If you have the gas pains and you suffer from, the pain of having all that flatulence and that kind of thing, it's not good. So try a little activated charcoal. It's also a great detoxing and cleansing for the colon and to help get rid of some of the toxins that build up, especially if you seem to be constipated on a regular basis. A little uh, activated charcoal once in a while would be good and help to get rid of some of those toxins. It can lower general cholesterol by 24%. That's pretty amazing by itself. It can lower LDL or bad cholesterol by up to 40%, and that's outstanding, in fact. It helps prevent basically them because of the lowering of the cholesterol and everything. It can help prevent cardiovascular problems and heart attacks and even strokes. It can be made into a paste to put on rashes and insect bites and soothe that away. And skin irritations in general. It's, like I said, a universal antidote for poisons. It really works well for that. It even picks up and absorbs things like, bacteria and viruses in our GI tract. Uh, there was one man who, in the 1800s, was so sold on this amazing activated charcoal. He was a doctor, in fact. He thought, man, this is a godsend. So he got a whole bunch of people together, and he took strychnine and activated charcoal together, and he survived. It was not a problem whatsoever. I wouldn't recommend doing that, but he wanted to show people how powerful activated charcoal can really be. So you have to remember that. It also helps with gout and getting rid of that uric acid in the body. So activated charcoal is also good for that. Also remember we have to change our diet when we have gout. Also, we use it in every one of these filters just about for getting rid of toxins in our water. If you have a water filter on your counter or one of these pitchers, every one of those has activated charcoal in it. And really good for getting rid of some heavy metals also, and really purifies the water and it tastes better in general. Also, there's a lot of our air filters have activated charcoal filters in them too, and we have one we use in the bedroom, and it really does a great job of clearing out any kind of thing in the bedroom that that wouldn't allow my wife to sleep. You know, especially if you have a lot of things blooming in the neighborhood, and sometimes people can start coughing and that kind of thing because of that. Get rid of all those things, and not a problem anymore. Also, they found that when rats were given activated charcoal, they lived to be 30% older. And that's pretty amazing. It gets rid of all the toxins in the body. And there's a reason why the Gerson Clinic wants to use activated charcoal. Also, mice that were given malaria had a higher survival rate when they were given activated charcoal. And sometimes dentists are, drilling on your teeth, and if you have mercury fillings with a lot of heavy metals in it, of course, sometimes they'll rinse your mouth out with activated charcoal, a slurry of activated charcoal. It's good for canker sores and abscesses and wounds in your skin. You can even use it in toothpaste to get rid of, toxins and different things in your mouth. Of course, it'll make your inside of your mouth black, but you could always rinse that out. It comes in pills, and it also as tablets and capsules, and even powder like this. I recommend, if you're using the powder, you really got to mix it well. It doesn't mix well with water, but if you take a whisk or something and mix it really good, and it finally will incorporate, and take it that way. Otherwise, you're going to choke. You want to make sure it's really incorporated well, and then you can take it. And the one caution I had, if you're predisposed to constipation, this will cause a little constipation once in a while if you take a lot of it. And don't be worried if you see your feces being a little bit black, because it will cause your feces to be black, and your stool will be black in general. Yeah, but that's normal. In the next day it'll go back to normal. And this is one of the things I recommend to keep in your herbal medicine chest. In case somebody has a poisoning accidentally happen, and one of the kids get a hold of something underneath the sink or something like that, of course call your poison center, but also have this on hand if they recommend it. And it's very important to have some activated charcoal around, especially if all of a sudden you ate something and it didn't agree with you. Take some activated charcoal. It's amazing for the GI tract, and it settles down things. Together with that marshmallow root and also some slippery elm, it does a great job of getting rid of a lot of irritation in the GI tract in general. And so this is not really an herb. It's really more of a process of getting rid of different things in the body, but it also does a wonderful job. This is, like I said, usually made from burning coconut shells, but people have made it from other things also. I've heard of people making their own, but I don't recommend it. It needs to be burned at a really high temperature to make medical grade. But if in a pinch, it would work. There's no doubt about it. Also, you can find it just about anywhere. Amazon, by the cost, your local drugstore, drugstore.com, anywhere will have activated charcoal. It's been around forever, and it will do your body good. And here's to activated charcoal. I hope you enjoy it and try it. It is great stuff. I love you.